Welcome journey with us as we delve into the life of Jesus Christ, born approximately 4 BC in Bethlehem. The birth of Jesus to Mary and Joseph was a humble event, taking place not in a grand palace but in a simple stable. This couple had traveled from Nazareth to Bethlehem, obeying a Roman census decree. Their journey didn't go unnoticed. In fact, shepherds, guided by a heavenly star, and 3 wise men bearing gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh, visited the newborn. However, this joyous event was marred by danger. King Herod, feeling threatened by the prophecy of a new king, ordered the massacre of all boys under 2 in Bethlehem. To escape this horrific decree, the Holy Family fled to Egypt, returning to Nazareth only after Herod's demise. Here, in this small town, Jesus would grow up, not as a prince, but as the son of a carpenter. Thus began the extraordinary life of Jesus, a carpenter's son from Nazareth. In the course of his life, Jesus called upon 12 men, known as the Apostles, to follow him and carry his teachings. Among these were Simon Peter, a fisherman from Bethsaida, and his brother Andrew. They were followed by James, the son of Zebedee, and his brother John, who were also fishermen from the same town. Philip, from the town of Bethsaida, and Bartholomew, also known as Nathanael, from Cana in Galilee, were 2 other apostles. Matthew, a tax collector from Capernaum, and Thomas, whose birthplace remains unknown, were also among them. James, son of Alphaeus, hailed from an unknown town, as did Thaddeus. Simon, known as the Zealot, and Judas Iscariot, the man from Kerioth who would later betray Jesus, completed the group of 12. These were the men who left everything behind to follow Jesus, to learn, to grow, and to spread his teachings. Jesus' life was marked by various miracles, culminating in his crucifixion and resurrection. These miracles, transforming water into wine, feeding a multitude with just 5 loaves and 2 fish, healing the sick, and even raising Lazarus from the dead, served as testament to his divine nature. His disciples, initially awestruck, grew in faith with each miracle, while the crowd swelled with anticipation for the next marvel. The Roman authorities, however, grew increasingly wary of his influence. The tension escalated, leading up to the crucifixion. Amidst this turmoil, the disciples played varying roles, from Judas's betrayal to Peter's denial. Yet it was through these events that the final miracle unfolded, the resurrection. Initially met with disbelief, the disciples eventually came to accept the risen Jesus, their faith strengthened like never before. In his resurrection, Jesus fulfilled his promise, offering hope and redemption to all who believe in him. Jesus' birth, life, death, and resurrection left an indelible mark on history. The decision to commemorate his birth on December 25th, a day we now know as Christmas, was not an immediate one. It was a choice made by early Christians to align the celebration of Jesus' birth with existing winter solstice festivals, symbolizing the light of the world coming into the darkest time of the year. After Jesus ascended to heaven, his disciples continued his work, spreading his teachings far and wide. They established the early Christian church, a beacon of faith and community that has endured for over 2,000 years. Their actions, driven by the love and teachings of Jesus, have had a profound impact on countless lives across the centuries. Thus, we remember Jesus and his disciples, not just for their lives lived, but for the enduring legacy they left behind. From the humble beginnings of the early Christian church to the sprawling global faith we see today, the influence of Jesus and his disciples transcends time and geography. Even now, over 2 millennia later, their teachings continue to inspire, guide, and comfort billions of people around the world. The message of love, forgiveness, and self-sacrifice preached by Jesus is found at the heart of numerous charitable endeavors, social justice movements, and acts of kindness. This enduring legacy is evident not just in grand cathedrals and holy scriptures, but in the everyday actions of people striving to live by Jesus' teachings. The echoes of their words can be heard in the prayers of the faithful, in the comforting verses shared in times of sorrow, and in the joyous songs sung in celebration. As we reflect on the legacy of Jesus and his disciples, we are reminded of the timeless power of their message, a message that continues to shape our world, one act of love at a time.